Hello, everybody. In everyone's life, there are ups and downs, but you should always enjoy the good days and don't get depressed or sad about the bad ones. The most important thing to understand is that in order to change yourself, you may have to live alongside with the older you for a while. This can't be avoided. But while you are doing this, a new you will begin to emerge, ready to rise to the surface. Actually, what will happen is the real you will resurface and gain control of the situation and transform a bad situation into a good one. So, with this, I will start today's work. The first word for today is strut. Strut. Strut means pompous walk. Example: his strut, as he marched about the parade ground, revealed him for what he was, a pompous buffoon. Next word is again strut, strut. Strut in structure means supporting bar. It is actually related with truss or framed structures. Example: the engineer calculated that the strut supporting the rafter needed to be reinforced. Next word is studied. Studied. Studied means thoughtful, deliberate, unspontaneous. Example: given Jill's previous slides, Jack felt that the omission of his name from the guest list was a studied insult. Intentionally, he omitted. Sorry, intentionally the name was omitted. Deliberate insult. Next word is stultify. Stultify. Stultify means cause to appear or become stupid or inconsistent. Frustrate or hinder. Example: his long hours in the blacking factory left young Dickens numb and incurious, as if the menial labor had stultified his mind. Sometimes monotonous works make us stultified because our mind gets fatigued. Next word is stupefy. Stupefy. Stupefy means make numb, amaze, stun. Example: disapproving of drugs in general, Laura refused to take sleeping pills or any other medicine that might stupefy her. Next word is stupor. Stupor. Stupor means state of apathy, lack of awareness, indifference, daze. Example: in his stupor, the addict was unaware of the events taking place around him. Next word is Stygian. Stygian. Stygian means literary dark. Example: the Stygian room reminded him of an empty space. Eye specialists tell that you should not read inside a Stygian room. Instead of it, you should move to a place which is properly illuminated. Next word is stymie. Stymie. Stymie means present an obstacle, a stump. Example: the detective was stymied by the contradictory evidence in the robbery investigation. Next word is suavity. Suavity. Suavity means polish, urbanity. Example: he is particularly good in roles that require suavity and sophistication. Next word is subaltern. Subaltern. Subaltern means subordinate. Example: the captain treated his subalterns as though they were children rather than commissioned officers. Next word is subjective. Subjective. Subjective means occurring or taking place within the mind. Unreal. Example: your analysis is highly subjective. You have permitted your emotions and your opinions to color your thinking. Next word is subjugate. Subjugate. Subjugate means bring under control, conquer. Example: it is not our aim to subjugate our foe. We are interested only in establishing peaceful relations. Next word is sublimate. Sublimate. Sublimate means refine, purify. Example: we must strive to sublimate these desires and emotions into worthwhile activities. Otherwise, all this energy will be wasted. Next word is sublime. Sublime. Sublime means exalted, noble, uplifting. Example: Mother Teresa has been honored for her sublime deeds. Next word is subliminal. Subliminal. Subliminal means below the threshold. Example: we may not be aware of the subliminal influences that affect our thinking. Next word is submissive. Submissive. Submissive means yielding, timid. Example: crushed by his authoritarian father, Will had no defiance left in him. He was totally submissive in the face of authority. Next word is suborn. Suborn. Suborn means persuade or suborn means persuade to act unlawfully, especially to commit perjury. Example: in The Godfather, the mobster used bribery and threats to suborn the witnesses against Don Michael Corleone. Next word is subpoena. Sorry, subpoena. Subpoena. Subpoena means writ summoning a witness to appear. Example: the prosecutor's office was ready to serve a subpoena on the reluctant witness. Next word is subsequent. Subsequent. Subsequent means following, later. Example: in subsequent lessons, we shall take up more difficult problems. In subsequent events, we will see how well these contestants participate and perform. Next word is subservient. Subservient. Subservient means behaving like a slave, servile, obsequious. Example: he was proud and dignified. He refused to be subservient to anyone. One must not be subservient towards one's problems. Next word is subside. Subside. Subside means settle down, descend, grow quiet. Example: the doctor assured uh, the doctor assured us that the fever would eventually subside. The jeers of the crowd subsided as the speaker proceeded with his speech. Next word is subsidiary. Subsidiary. Subsidiary means secondary, subordinate. Example: this information may be used as subsidiary evidence but is not sufficient by itself to prove your argument. Next word is subsidy. Subsidy. Subsidy means direct financial aid by government, etc. Example: without this subsidy, American ship operators would not be able to compete by itself in the world markets. Government provides subsidy on petroleum products. Next word is subsistence. Subsistence. Subsistence means existence, means of support, livelihood. In those days of inflated prices, my salary provided Mary subsistence. Next word is substantiate. Substantiate. Substantiate means verify, support. Example: I intended to substantiate my statement by producing witness. Next word is substantive. Substantive. Substantive means essential, pertaining to the substance. Example: although the delegates were aware of the importance of the problem, they could not agree on the substantive issues. No substantive issues were taken up in the G8 meeting. Next word is subsume. Subsume. Subsume means include, encompass. Example: does the general theory of relativity contradict Newtonian physics, or is Newton's law of gravity subsumed into Einstein's larger scheme? Next word is subterfuge. Subterfuge. Subterfuge means pretense, evasion. Example: as soon as we realized that you had won our support by a subterfuge, we withdrew our endorsement of your candidacy. Next word is subtlety. 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 Subtlety means delicacy, guile, nicety, cunning. The subtlety of his remarks was unnoticed by most of his audience. Next word is subversive. Subversive. Subversive means tending to overthrow, destructive. Example: at first glance, the notion that styrofoam cups may actually be more ecologically sound than paper cups strikes most environmentalists as subversive. Next word is succinct. Succinct. Succinct means compact, brief, terse. Example: his remarks are always succinct and pointed. Next word is succor. Succor. Succor means aid, assistance, relief. Example: we shall be ever grateful for the succor our country gave us when we were in need. Next word is succulent. Succulent. Succulent means juicy, full of richness. Example: to some people, Florida citrus fruits are more succulent than those from California. Next word is succumb. Succumb. Succumb means yield, give in, die. Example: I succumb to temptation whenever it comes my way. If you increase the loading on a material, ultimately it will succumb to the applied load. Next word is suffragist. Suffragist. Suffragist means advocate of voting rights for women. Example: in recognition of her efforts to win the vote for women, Congress authorized coining a silver dollar honoring the suffragist Susan B. Anthony. She was the lady who fought for women's voting right in Africa. Okay, so this was the last word for today. Thank you.